When writing an essay, you will want to use certain academic level vocabulary. These will help to improve the level of your essay. In this video, we will talk about these specific words that are often used when writing an academic essay or paper. We will look at each one and discuss the meaning as well as give an example. Welcome to Writing Better sentences, paragraphs, and essays. A link is something that connects things together. There is a direct link between smoking and lung cancer. That means that we can connect lung cancer to smoking. Here's another example. There is no link between these two issues. This would mean that there is no connection between the two issues. Logic is a method of reasoning. Socrates laid the foundations of logic. We often use the word logical. There was no logical explanation for his actions. This means there is no really good way to explain his actions using any kind of method of reasoning. Majority means a great number or more than half of something. The majority of the employees were in favor of the wage increase. This would mean that more than half or a large number of employees felt this way. The resolution was passed by a 2/3 majority. We often use a phrase like, by a 2/3 majority. Maintenance means something that maintains or keeps in existence. The building manager was responsible for the maintenance of the facilities. The manager needed to keep everything working very well. Here's another example. The instructions stress the importance of regular maintenance. This would mean that the machine or item needed regular checking to make sure everything was working correctly. Maximum means the greatest quantity possible. The maximum load for the elevator was 10 people. No more than 10 people could go into that particular elevator safely. The car has a maximum speed of 120 miles per hour. This was as fast as the car was able to drive. The opposite is the word minimum, the least amount possible. What are the minimum requirements for the job? They were considering raising the minimum wage. Mutual means having the same relationship. Mutual respect is necessary for a healthy work environment. One word we often use is the word mutually. The proposed change was mutually beneficial to both parties. Mutually beneficial means that it was helpful to both sides. Negate means to deny the existence or truth of something. They warned that to negate the results would cause great harm to the public. This would mean that denying the results would be a big problem. This does not negate the fact that it will take twice as long. The phrase, "this does not negate the fact," means what has been said earlier does not change a certain situation. Ongoing means something that is continuing without interruption. Here's an example sentence. It is an ongoing problem that needs to be resolved. This problem continues to happen. There is an ongoing debate about the issue. This would mean that the debate is continuing. Overlap means to extend over, or it can also mean to occupy the same area. The two categories overlap each other. There is some overlap in meaning between the two terms. Both of these sentences show that something occupies the same area. Parallel means having the same direction or course. The highway runs parallel to the train tracks. The manager quickly showed the parallel between the two approaches. The two approaches were going in the same direction. Participate means to take part in. They decided to participate in the research project. Participation is another word we often use. Their participation was greatly appreciated. Persist means to continue in the same way regardless of opposition. He persisted in asking for the new equipment. He just kept asking for that new equipment. Persistence is another form of this word we often use. Her persistence helped her to finally find the solution to the problem. Pose means to offer for consideration or to put forward some idea, or it can mean to present oneself insincerely. It can also mean to present a problem. Here are some example sentences. Allow me to pose several questions. This person is asking to be able to offer something to be considered. He posed as an official guard and was able to enter the building. This means he is not really a guard, but he presented himself as a guard and was able to enter a building that otherwise he would not have been able to enter. The leaked chemicals pose great danger for the surrounding community. This is using the third meaning for this word. The chemicals present a problem to the community. There is one other way that we often use this word, and it's in this way. He chose a relaxed pose for the camera. This is using the word pose as a particular position, especially when taking a picture. Predominant means having superior authority or influence. Immigration is the predominant issue at this time. It means it's the biggest or the most influential issue. Predominantly is often used as well. The site for the new facility being considered is a predominantly agricultural area. This means that the new building site is in an area where there are mostly farms. Preliminary means leading up to the main part. All preliminary examinations have been completed. This means all of the first examinations have been finished. Here's another example. The preliminary draft has been approved. Principle can mean an accepted conduct, or it can mean a determining characteristic. Here are a few example sentences. The basic principle is that hard work is rewarded in some way. This principle applies to all types of decisions. Rice is a principal source of calories for many people. Prohibit means to forbid or not allow something. The government prohibits the importation of certain drugs. The new law would prohibit smoking on government premises. Prospect means the possibility of some future event occurring or happening. The prospects for the future looked promising. This means that the things that people are hoping for look very possible. What are the prospects for growth for this company? Proportion is the number or amount of a group or a part of something when compared to the whole. The proportion of males to females was about the same. The cost of insurance increases in proportion to the size of the car. We also use the word proportionately. Population density is proportionately greater in the city compared to the country. Pursue has many differences, but here are a few. To follow in order to overtake, or to chase after something or someone, or to engage in something, or to accomplish a goal. The police pursued the thief until he was caught. This is the first meaning. The company plans to pursue the development of a new product. This means they are going to engage in the development of a new product. She decided to pursue her studies in Europe. Her goal is to go to Europe for her studies. This is our list of words for this video. I hope you'll try using some of these words in your next essay or assignment. Be sure to check out the other vocabulary videos as well. If you need help writing essays, you might also want to check out the workbooks that I have available. The link is in the description below. Happy writing!